Wittig is power to the people. At these town halls, Americans from all political parties are having their voices heard. Representative Scott Fitzgerald, and you heard people there who were pissed that he was enabling and allowing Elon Musk and Donald Trump to go through their personal data and have access to their social security information and medical records while they gut and destroy the government and tank our economy. From Wisconsin to Georgia to New York to the West Coast, people are rising up right now and having their voices heard. Red states, blue states, purple states. People are angry. People are pissed. People demand action.
They didn't like some of Scott Fitzgerald's answers.
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
Michael Wittig is concerned with Elon Musk's role in the Trump administration. He held up a sign that read, "Presidents are not kings."
Are you going to subpoena him at some point? Or after you're done with the budget or whatever, are you willing to use your subpoena power to say, Musk, come in here, stand in front of Congress, and answer some hard questions?
Member McCormick's town hall.
From the nuclear worker, the NNSA, our nuclear stockpile, and CDC workers working on the bird flu being fired by DOGE and then having to be rehired when someone realizes, oh gosh, we need those people. Why is a supposedly conservative party taking such a radical and extremist and sloppy approach to this?
Asking tough and fair questions.
Tyranny is rising in the White House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, congressmen, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
I'm not going to give you my best foghorn leghorn response to that. When you talk about tyranny, when you talk about presidential power, I remember having the same discussion with Republicans when Biden was elected. The funny thing is, you're sitting here and a lot of you would probably say those January 6s who are yelling just as loud as you.
C-SPAN caller from West Virginia reached out and said, hey, I'm diabetic and on Medicare, and now my insulin was $6 for a 28-day supply. Now it's back up to $80. Well, because Trump reversed what Biden did on everything.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling from West Virginia, which was a red state for Donald Trump, and they have a place called down here Public Debt, and a lot of my neighbors would vote for Trump. They walking around scared, crying, nervous, and they were forever Trumpers. But on a personal note, I'm a diabetic and I'm on Medicare, and when Joe Biden was in there, my insulin was $6 for a 28-day supply. I just went to CVS to get my new supply. It went back up to $80, they said, because the American Recovery Act was canceled. So it went from $6 to $80. So I don't know if anybody else out there on Medicare.
In the last couple of years, those probationary people, which is about 10% of their employee base, which is about 1,300 people, which you're referring to, a lot of the work they do is duplicitous with AI. Once again, one of the problems we have.
I'm going to sue you. And she stands up.
Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Huh? Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal,
Democratic Governor Mills in Maine.
You better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state.
And of course, you probably saw this, the stock market absolutely crashing, unfortunately, on Friday, caused by Donald Trump.